Hi and welcome. In this video we're going to be talking about Kapalbhati breath, also known as skull shining breath. This breath work is particularly heat building, so it can really help if you're coming to your practice and you're feeling quite cold. It can build up some heat. I also find it can help clear my mind. And the other reason I really love this is because it's really great for core work and core strength. And it can really connect our mind to our core as we do this breath work. So we will get started by coming to a comfortable seated position. So a Sukhasana or other variation where ankles might be crossed. So you'll notice I'm sitting on a couple of blue blocks just to help lift my hips, so I'm a little bit more comfortable. You can come to sit on a cushion or a bolster as well. Hands are just going to rest down to start with. So feel free to close your eyes, or you can watch the video at the same time as we start to slowly build up to this Kapalbhati breath. So from sitting comfortably, just feeling that place where your sitting bones either push down into your blocks or into your mat. And just gently giving the weight down through those points towards the floor. And at the same time, we're going to lift up through the crown of the head. So we're trying to find this natural length through the spine. So we're creating some space to breathe. Roll the shoulders back and down. So there can be a tendency when we move into this breath to start to hike the shoulders up. So allow the shoulders to fall down. And keep lifting up through crown of head, dropping sit bones down. So long through the spine. And just bring your attention to your breath. Noticing the inhales and the exhales. So for the variation of the breath that we'll be doing today, we're going to be inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. So you can just start here with that breath. So trying to inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. So we'll take this first few moments just to slowly deepen and lengthen the breath. So with each inhale, try and sip in a little bit more air. And on the exhale, slowing your exhales. A few more breaths like this. Now we're going to bring our hands to our belly. Just letting the palms rest onto the belly. And start by noticing the movement in the belly as you breathe, those slow, deep breaths. So that natural movement as you inhale, the belly slightly comes out. And as you exhale, the belly slightly draws back in. So we'll start by focusing on that inhale. So as the inhale comes in, I'd really like you to try and soften your belly, let it inflate. So just focusing on that inhale. On the inhale, allow the belly to inflate. Couple more breaths like this on those inhales, allowing the belly to inflate into the palms of the hands. And then we'll bring our attention to the exhales. So the palms are going to stay onto the belly. And on your exhale, notice the belly drawing in towards the spine. So the inhale, that belly still inflates. And on that exhale, noticing the belly drawing into the spine. So for the next few breaths, really try now to draw that belly in all the way to the spine on your exhales. So on that exhale, as the bellies are drawing in, you're feeling that engagement through the core. A few more breaths like this. Now you can just rest for a moment, bring the hands back down, maybe just roll the shoulders and let them fall back down. So we're going to continue with that breath, the inhale through the nose and the belly inflates. And on the exhale, releasing the air through the mouth and the belly draws in, it pulls in strongly towards the spine. And we're going to repeat that, but we're going to start to speed it up a little. And we're going to start to force that air out through the mouth with a little bit of sound, a little bit of force as that air release comes out on the exhale. And so we're doing a shorter, sharper exhale. And as we do that and the belly pulls in, it's going to snap in a little bit quicker. So bring the hands back to the belly, shoulders relax down, lifting through crown of head. Option to close the eyes if you'd like. So on the inhale, soften the belly. That exhale, draw the belly in as you force the air out. So repeat this. So keep with that breath, that inhale, the belly softens. On the exhale, you force the air out as the belly snaps in. One more. And then just rest the hands down. Take a few deep rounds of breath. Move and wiggle if you need to. So if that's where you are today, you can take another round at that pace. If you'd like to add on, we're going to then increase the pace again, getting to that full Kapalbhati breath. And for this next set, we're going to try and aim for 10 breaths. Now the key here is to focus on the exhales. The inhales will happen automatically. So just focus on that forceful exhale as you draw the belly in. It's almost like you snap the belly in towards the spine. So find your position, shoulders drop down, bringing the palms to your belly. So when we're ready, we'll start with a deep inhale. Three deep breaths. Noticing the sensations in the body. So we're going to take one more round. So I'm going to demonstrate again that faster pace with that snapping of the belly as we force the air out. And we're going to go for 20 breaths. Now, sometimes you start to increase the breath count, it gets a bit hard to keep up the pace. So just go wherever you get to. If you want to stop and then just return to 3 deep breaths, take that option earlier. And you can also stay with that much slower version of the Kapalbhati until you start to build up either the strength or the mind-stomach connection to control that breath. So wherever you are, bringing the hands back to the belly. If you don't need your hands on the belly, you can bring them to the thighs as well. But to help you tune into the belly, palms to belly. Shoulders drop down, sitting up tall, lifting through crown of head. Start by exhaling normally. Inhale deeply to start. Three deep breaths. Just notice the sensations in the body, the mind, the breath. So with this Kapalbhati breath, you might get up to 30 breaths, and then you might take 3 sets, and in between each set you take 3 or 5 rounds of breath, deep breath, as you just settle that first set, and then you'd move on to the second. So it does take time to build up to those longer rounds of Kapalbhati and repeating the sets. But I hope you've enjoyed this. If you do have any questions about this video and the Kapalbhati breath, please send me a message and I'd be happy to help. Otherwise, I hope you have a lovely rest of the day.